Stop the cap.
So, Vivek Ramaswamey did an interview with Coulter. This is actually video number 2. I'm going to post this one first because I realized I went way out into the weeds. I kind of went into a rant because there was a lot of shit that I was getting irritated with. I had to turn the video off like halfway through. I saw the part where she, said, I wouldn't vote for you because you're an Indian after he was licking her ass crack. And I talked a lot about that, even, the way, when you Indian guys run around and, oh, why can't we get white girls and everything? Yeah, because y'all do all that ass kissing and boot licking when it comes to white supremacy. I mean, y'all just, I mean, the capitulating and the groveling that y'all do when it comes to just white people in general. I won't even say white supremacy, white people in general. But everybody from TYT to a bunch of other people are running around. I think I watched somewhat of Tariq Nasheed's clip. I can't stand when Tariq just be taking forever to get to the fucking point, man. He be talking about everything else, his DVDs, his come to the shows and everything. I'm like, just where is the minute mark where you actually get on, start talking about the topic? This is, most people listen through the whole show. There's enough time to talk about that. He just doesn't get to the topic sometimes, and I can't deal with it. But anyway, listen to me not getting to the topic right now. And I've talked to a couple people, including Captain Soul, about this, and apparently I have not an unpopular opinion, but my opinion is different from a lot of other people, and I guess I'm making this video to explain my position that apparently is effectively changing some of the people's opinions and how they view things before they hear me give my commentary. What Ann Coulter said is not racist, it's nationalistic. Now, as we all know, Ann Coulter made the statement, and she's stuck to her guns. I'm saying this is over a decade now, and I've made videos about this. She has been consistent on reparations, and that doesn't mean that she loves black people or, no. She is a white conservative woman who believes in Judeo-Christian values. And one of the things that I have a great respect for Ann Coulter, despite all of her subtle dog whistles that, people will interpret as bigoted, or, the subtle bigotry, like the statement about, you can't say African Americans are articulate. At least she's aware of it. I think she's more annoyed at the transgressions of white people, and she wants to be done with it and over with it. So her position is, and this is in my opinion the smart conservative position, but the vast majority of white Americans don't believe in reparations for African Americans because they have all these negative perceptions about African Americans. And, well, what are they going to do with the money? It's none of your goddamn business what they would do with the money. That money is owed in the Treasury. I mean, Professor Black Truth has an excellent video series. It was a 3-part series, but he combined it all into one about, how even the universities, I mean, the banks, Wall Street was involved in the slavery. And he's like, no, the money that is owed to African Americans is sitting in the federal treasury. Point blank, period. This is money that is owed. So Ann Coulter's position is basically there's only 3 Americans. There's obviously white people, white Americans, that came on the Mayflower type of white Americans. There's as far as she's concerned, white people founded the country, but she also acknowledges the transgressions of her ancestor. And she's like, look, if we owe anybody, it is Native Americans and African Americans. That is who we owe. That is who we should pay reparations to. And that is it. The left, on the other hand, they want to play this rising tide lifts all boats. Everybody should get reparations, and the LGBT community and anybody who has so felt marginalized. And so we don't believe in reparations specifically for black people. It should be to everybody. And obviously conservatives look at that as that's that give us free money type of shit. But Ann is nipping that shit in the bud, and Ann is like, no, again, and you can find the clips of her saying this. We don't owe, the homeless. We don't owe the LGBTQ. We don't owe people from third world countries who just got here yesterday. We owe African Americans because the transgressions in this country and how this country was set up was against African Americans and, Native Americans. She said point blank, everybody else can go fuck themselves. Because what you have is this whole concept that America is this, melting pot and it's kumbaya, and anybody from anywhere else in the world can just come here and start, and be as much of American as everybody else. No, that is not the case. No, that is not what she believes in. And she told Vivek Ramaswamey that to his face. This is the mistake that immigrants make when they come here, when they want to shit on African Americans and act like, hard work and personal responsibility, and, we're better than African Americans, even though, again, they come here with their culture, their identity, their, hierarchies, their orientations, their religious orientations and beliefs, all of that intact. African Americans had everything stripped from them. And then they had to deal with, Jim Crow after slavery and all of the marginalization and all the policies that took place after slavery. The redlining, the blockbusting, the Jim Crow, eminent domain, urban renewal, convict leasing, debt peonage, COINTELPRO, the assassination of black leaders, the purgings of economically viable black communities. This is what African Americans, experience. Hell, I'll even give it to the Asians in San Francisco, the Chinese, which I think they did get reparations for. The Japanese that were in internment camps got reparations for that. But for some strange reason, when it comes to African Americans, it's no reparations. Reconstruction lasted all but 5 minutes, and that was quickly shut down to maintain the system of white supremacy that previously existed, which immediately rolled into Jim Crow, black codes, and vagrancy laws to basically put black people underneath another system of slavery, but by a different name known as sharecropping. So Anne recognizes what African Americans are owed, and she wants to cut it off there. Because what the left will do is they'll come in the room and they'll start trying to include immigrants and Latinos and, all these other groups. She'll try to come in the Democrats will try to come in the room and try to spread it all around. She's like, no, fuck that. We need to cut our losses and draw a line in the sand. And again, from a moral Judeo-Christian sort of principle, which is what, she believes in, African Americans and Native Americans are indeed owed. Nobody else. Nobody, yes. All this argument, America is a melting pot. But see, the thing is that, look, you can come here, and this is where Vivek and many other immigrants make the mistake. You can come to America and you can make your money. You can make all the money that you want to make and contribute to American GDP, but white people are not going to allow you to set policy. They're not going to allow you to do that. And the same thing applies, when it comes to like an American going somewhere else in the globe and becoming president. Like, when and where has that ever happened? I can't go over to the Philippines, marry a Filipino woman, and then my son become president of the Philippines. That's not going to happen. You see? So what you're looking at is you're looking at nationalism, right? As far as Ann Coulter is concerned, white people came to America and they built up America by eradicating the Native Americans. Therefore, we owe them. And enslaving black Africans and making them work the land so that we could turn America into what America is. And we owe them. And that is all. Those are all, the people that we owe. Right? Even though you could argue about, Native Hawaiians and shit like that. But I'm saying that is her position. Everybody else, we don't owe you. And no, you're not going to come here with your Hindu religion. And no, you're not going to come here with Islam. And no, you're not going to come here with, anything else that wasn't here, in 1776. Right? I mean, this is almost like the Bruin decision when it comes to the Second Amendment, where the Bruin decision is like, what was the text, language, and tradition, at the time of that the Second Amendment was written. And so Ann Coulter is kind of a originalist, which is that America consisted of, and we can argue about the territories that were, either purchased or, the Spanish lost those territories, and, how many of those, Latinos, are also, American, like the people in Texas, and, how they contributed. But I'm saying, Ann Coulter is going back to basically the 13 colonies, that there were Native Americans here, African Americans here, descendants of slaves, and white people here. And those to her are the true Americans. Everybody else is immigrant. There's the whole concept is nobody knows where their loyalty is at, right? If you're I heard Anna Kasparian, she was speaking on it, and she was saying, he was born in Ohio. That's irrelevant. She doesn't care about what your nativity is and whether you were born here and you're a naturalistic citizen. She doesn't believe in that concept. You haven't been here long enough. Your parents are immigrants. They speak with an accent. They worship a religion that was foreign to this nation's founding. She's trying to preserve that. She's trying to preserve how this nation was founded. Even though African Americans and white people have an adversarial relationship, African Americans have, they shed blood for this country, fought wars for this country, even when they weren't full-time citizens. So nobody, or fully recognized citizens, nobody can even dare question African Americans about their Americanness. I don't care. The most highly decorated white American soldier can never question African Americans about their Americanness when they fought and shed blood and died for this country, when they weren't even fully recognized as full citizens. You know what I'm saying? You got African Americans, their family members went off to war, died, lost legs, lost limbs, and came back to America and had to sit at the back of a fucking bus. African Americans have already paid their dues in this country. Vivek Ramaswamey, who the fuck is you? Who the fuck is you? The dude from India, the dude from Bangladesh, the dude from Saudi Arabia, the dude from Bahrain, the dude from Azerbaijan, the dude from Turkmenistan, the dude from from Germany, the dude from Russia. You know what I mean? Who the fuck is you? Right now, obviously, some of those white people, they can get away, with appearing to be more white American than Vivek Ramaswamy, but guaranteed, if it was a white person who was the child of Russian immigrants, that would be a problem for them becoming president of the United States. What are your ties to Putin? What are your ties to Russia? Those questions will be asked. A Chinese American that was born in America and has Chinese immigrant parents, how do you feel about Xi Jinping? There's too much of a direct connection. African Americans don't have any connections to Africa, even if you have Pan-Africanist sentiments. We don't have any direct connections. We don't speak different language. Right? We were brought here as slaves. All of our African identity was stripped from us, and we were given white Jesus and Christianity, which, the majority of African Americans still cling to. So if anybody who's not white is going to be up there, and I'm not saying Ann Coulter particularly cares to see a black face up there, even though I think she did support Barack Obama over Trump. There's something to even be said about Barack Obama, because Barack Obama, his father's not African American, he's Kenyan, but his mother was white. And I definitely picked on when she said every American president has Anglo-Saxon ancestry, including Barack Obama. Right? And I don't know if y'all have seen the tree where like Barack Obama is like related to a bunch of other American presidents, like just crazy shit. But again, those type of connections and family ties are already baked into the system. Like how Thomas Jefferson, you got a black side of the family for Thomas Jefferson, and you got a white side of the family for Thomas Jefferson. Again, African Americans are intertwined in this country, contrary to what any of these white supremacists might think. Intertwined in being, by blood. I mean, it's like most African Americans have at least 11%, 20% European admixture in America. So again, Vivek Ramaswamy, any other immigrant, who the fuck is you? They haven't been here long enough to have any vested interest, or vested connection, in America. It just simply has not had that. And again, you still have the racism. There's still white people that wouldn't vote for any African American black man, being president, even if they espouse their belief system, because they just whatever, they're racist. They don't think black people are capable or whatever. That's racism. Okay, that's more easily identified racism. But what Ann Coulter said about Vivek Ramaswamy, that doesn't really fall underneath racism because his parents are immigrants. You just got here. You know what I mean? Like Vivek Ramaswamy becomes president of the United States, and then next week, he's over there in India like, yeah, this is what we're gonna do. Now that I'm in the White House, now I get to set policy for all of America to give India the advantage or something like that. Like, again, they don't know. America is white people's baby. You got to recognize that. It's their baby. They feel a strong sense of entitlement and ownership to America. And I'm saying Ann Coulter is at least honest enough and philosophically consistent enough to basically recognize that, okay, we do have to share this with African Americans and, Native Americans, right? I mean, she might make an argument. How does she feel about Native Americans on a plantation? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how she might feel about that. Saying, well, you operate outside the confines of, the American Constitution, right? But when it comes to African Americans and whether it's positions we've held, Thurgood Marshall, Clarence Thomas, Barack Obama, being in cabinets and government, Condoleezza Rice. Why am I going blank? The light-skinned black dude who died, who was like the 5-star general. What was his name? I'm going blank. But y'all know who I'm talking about. Right? What African Americans have contributed to this country, musically, jazz, rock and roll. Like the bottom line, we've been here. Sports, just the civil rights movement in and of itself is just a huge contributing factor to the fabric and culture of what America is today. And obviously the racial strife and issues, it's still going on. It's still an ongoing fight. And, you still got white supremacists, they're trying to, fight for, their cause and their beliefs because they feel like they're losing power and, the nation should be exclusively theirs and that, they need to put people in positions of power that are going to make it exclusively theirs. Right. But Ann Coulter is just like, no, we owe African Americans, pay them and get the fuck on with the shit so we can move on and just be done with that. Get over the white guilt. This is what we did. This is what our ancestors did, and we claim ourselves to be morally just and righteous and we're Judeo-Christians. Pay them, correct the wrongs that were done to African Americans and move on. Because that's pretty much her position. That doesn't mean that she loves black people or particularly cares for black people. But again, the I don't know how a lot of white supremacists maintain like their cognitive dissonance when they're like, yeah, I'm a white supremacist, but I'm a Christian too, right? This is why you have some of the white supremacists, like that white chick from Red Ice. Why they're trying to leave Christianity and go to some Viking shit and the gates of Valhalla and sons of Odin and Zeus and lightning bolts and shit. You know what I mean? That's why they're trying to go to that. Actually, Zeus is Greek god. Zeus ain't got nothing to do with fucking with the Val. No, that's Thor, right? No, but is Zeus? No, Zeus is Thor's. How the fuck does that work? Is that just from like God of War or something like that? I'm all confused because God of War will confuse you because they just took Greek mythology and then just threw it in, freaking Viking mythology and shit. But yeah, they're on some other shit with that. But Vivek Ramaswamy and his weakness and just licking the doo-doo crack, but we already knew that. We already knew that about these Indians and many of these other groups that come here and they throw black people underneath the bus and they think that they're going to get a pat on the head from white people. And sometimes they do, right? But they think that that's going to get them to be accepted. They'll get a pat on the head, but you're still not invited to the party. They like Vivek. I mean, he drank the Kool-Aid like no one I've seen drink the Kool-Aid. Yes, you can come here and you can go to Harvard and you can go to Yale and you can make 100. What is Vivek? Vivek's net worth is like $995 million. He's almost a billionaire. Yes, Vivek, at 38 years old, you can come here and you can become a billionaire. But you cannot set policy. You cannot say it is the way. Okay? You cannot get up on the mic and say, I have spoken. It is the way. That's not going to happen. There ain't no Mandalorian shit up in this bitch. You're an immigrant. You will always be an immigrant. Your children will forever, be immigrants unless, something, happens to where you mix your blood, in, America, the soil of America, like everybody else has, right? Like the Native Americans have, right? Like African Americans have, like white people have, right? It's like Vivek is trying to join a gang, the American gang, right? Vivek is trying to join the American gang with no dog in the fight. Like he believes that it's all about the idealism and the rhetoric and the concepts of America and it's the land of opportunity and blah blah blah. Like this motherfucker didn't read the fine print. He didn't read the fine print. They're never, ever, ever going to let you run shit. They're never, ever, ever going to let you set policy. That they're never going to let you do. And that's where the immigrants get it. You come here and make your money. Make your money. Make it rain. But that is all that you're going to be allowed to do. Again, and then not only that, Vivek, especially, when it comes to the optics, Vivek got the wrong skin color. Seriously speaking. It's like I'll say this: Americans get very confused about brown-skinned Indians because they look like white people and black people at the same time, and it's very confusing to both black people and white people. Quiet as it's kept. When you get into all the South Indians and the Tamils and the what's the other language they speak? Telugu, and there's a bunch of others. They get very confused, right? This is how that guy got into Harvard. Off of some African American scholarship by shaving his head, and so they're very confused. They don't trust. You don't have the skin color that they can trust, but they still wouldn't trust it because you're still an Indian, at the end of the day. And not only that, you got parents that are foreign. Again, I've said this before when it comes to like Yogi Obes and many of these like Indians that are like, oh, I have a hard time dating white girls. And yeah, of course you do, because you got that foreign factor. You got the foreign factor. You know what I mean? You seen what was that rapper that I had the other day? Oh, what was his name? The one that I did the Darth Rizius video clip, and them two, they were Latina chicks, but they came up to him. You know what I mean? All these videos of these white girls hanging on black guys. Oh, give me a kiss on the cheek. All that stuff that they do on like Bourbon Street, all the TikToks and shit. White girls will fuck with black guys all day because black American men are not foreign to them. They're American. We celebrate Christmas. We watch Super Bowl. We watch, March Madness, right? We're playing on NBA teams and sports teams and college sports teams, and we're just visible. We're there, right? I mean, it's like if you're not caught up on racism, if you're not a white nationalist, African Americans are just as much American as any other white person, and that's how you view it. The jokes, the culture, the music, you know what I mean? All of it. I mean, when when the Eagles won the Super Bowl, and if you were out there in front of Independence Hall, and when Meek Mill's Dreams and Nightmares, man, the amount of white people that were out there, you know what I mean, rapping to this shit, you know what I mean, and they was like, yeah, I'm gonna say nigga tonight, you know what I mean, like they was, please go pull up the clips on YouTube, you'll find them. They was out there to like, all the words to this Meek Mill song, the most hoodest of hood Meek Mill songs. Again, name what Indian song do Americans know? It's a foreign, strange, alien culture. Vishnu is blue, and then you got fucking Ganesh that has the head of a fucking elephant. Right, and then you got the other god that looks like a monkey, and then you got Shiva, and she's got like fucking 8 arms and shit. You know what I mean? Like foreign, alien shit. Okay, nobody knows. You look like Vivek looks like he's like a poser, like a fake, a phony, and he just looks like that white person that was just trying to fit in with the white kids. And it's like, nah, like it doesn't, like even still, like when it comes to African Americans, like African Americans basically define, what is cool, what is trendy. You got white kids that'll try to get the approval of their black friends or black people that they know. And again, we've been here. There's a subculture that's African Americans, but we've been in the building. Vivek, it's like, again, who the fuck is you? And this goes for any other immigrant groups, whether you Vietnamese, Filipino, Japanese, Korean, Chinese, Saudi Arabian, Yemeni, and even including, the African immigrants. Like the tethers, right? That you're seeing as far. People hear that accent, they're like, oh, your parents are immigrants? Yeah, you can't. In other words, it's like, oh, yes, as long as you're born here, you can be president of the United States. Yeah, that's on paper. But in terms of whether people are actually going to vote for you to be president of the United States, hell to the no. And I'm saying white people got that shit way stronger than even a lot of black people. Black people still have it, but like white people got that shit way stronger. I mean, what if Obama became president if like the economy wasn't bad at the time that Bush, was leaving office? Maybe not. But I think that for a while, a lot of people, like a lot of white people, wanted to absolve themselves of white guilt by saying, yeah, I voted for a black man, even though he's biracial. I voted for a black man. So, hopefully America will get better after Obama, gets elected. Obviously, the people on the far right, they don't believe that. Ray says America wasn't racist until Barack Obama became president. Like, what planet are you living on? You know what I'm saying? We didn't have a race problem until Obama. Because how dare he criticize a white police officer for arresting Henry Louis Gates for being in his own house. How dare he? That officer was doing his job. So what if the nigga had pictures of him and his family all up in the house when the officer arrested him? He wasn't complying, right? Like that's the attitude. Right. So obviously the people on the far right, they're just on their racist shit. They're on the KKK shit. And that's just how they are. But I don't feel really any type of way about what Ann Coulter said. I've known that that's her position because you just got to think about it. Why would you have this conservative woman saying, no, we owe African? That doesn't mean she loves African Americans. No, she's drawing a line in the sand. She's like, we brought these people here and then Native Americans were already here. Everybody else, you all are guests. And if you don't like it here, you can go the fuck back. You can get the fuck out. See, that's her being philosophically consistent. Native Americans were here, can't say nothing to them. African Americans are here, we brought them here, they didn't have a choice. So it would be morally wrong of us to say, well, y'all got to go. Where would you send them? You know what I'm saying? Where would you send a bunch of African Americans that don't speak any African language and don't have any land to fucking go to? This is the same argument I made about the whole when the Israel's talking about send the Palestinians anywhere else. I'm like, just because they share the same religion and the same language as other nations doesn't mean that those people are one and the same. There are distinct, different people that, have existed for thousands of years in a land known as the Levant called Palestine. So this is the part, I just take this as a teachable lesson because Vivek Ramaswamey, this is why African Americans, why y'all immigrants get on our damn nerves. Because y'all really drank the Kool-Aid. Y'all really think that it's anybody can come here and be successful. And I'm like, yeah, you can come here and you can be successful. But you cannot set policy. White folks ain't going to let you do that. And a lot of black folks likely will not let you do that. Because you don't have any skin in the game. You're still connected to whatever it is country that you came from. And Americans want it to be America first, not America and then whatever country you came from, you're going to push some kickbacks over in their direction. No. Even if America is doing some amoral, bullshit like what's going on with, supporting Israel, right? Like that's still, seen as, well, actually it's not seen as America first, it's seen as Israel first. But I'm saying, I'm pretty sure that there's some strategic military importance that Israel serves, for the United States having, some sort of influence in the region, so we can, the United States can send off its jets, somewhere else, in the rest of the world or that region of the world. And like I've said numerous times, African Americans have a love-hate relationship with America because America is like an abusive step-parent that sneaks in your bedroom when you're 12 years old and comes in and rapes you. But it's the person that you get food from, it's the person that you get shelter from and whatnot. So we got this fucked up relationship with America. Just comes in and sneaks in and violates you every now and again. You know what I mean? Like that's America to African Americans. An abusive, molesting step parent. So, I don't have any issue stating, we got a lot of cognitive dissonance when it comes to this country because we ain't really trying to go anywhere else. We have our own culture, our own way of doing things here. That oftentimes gets disrespected despite everybody on the fucking planet wants to imitate it. You know what I mean? Even Indians over in India, I'm a black nigga, I'm a black nigga. Like the fuck? The fuck is he doing? You know what I mean? Like what was the other Indian dude? Nigga money, nigga money. Like what the fuck? What are y'all doing? What are y'all bringing us? Why are we coming into the shit? Then they get here and then want to act brand new and act like, oh, we don't recognize anything about y'all, motherfucker. We heard about y'all. Really? Yeah. Like the fuck out of here. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video because I need to just lay it straight instead of getting into the weeds of some of the talking points that we're getting. Like that was another thing. Like Vivek came off like he was just trying to, sneak in his little conservative talking points. Like it's like, nigga, they don't care. They don't care. You can speak all your little dog whistles that you want. And that was that was another thing that was like pissing me off. Like, oh, white people are so fake with their shit. But and I talked about this when it came to Brandon Tatum, when it came to Candace Owens. Yeah, they'll co-sign you as long as you espouse their talking point. Even when it came to the old Amazing Lucas. Amazing Lucas switched up when that Ahmaud Arbery situation went down. But Amazing Lucas, he's acknowledged, he's admitted that he was in the sunken place. And yeah, we don't, to be an open-minded African American, yeah, there's a lot of things that the liberals do that we don't particularly care for. Most black people, from a family and cultural standpoint, are more conservative than they are liberal. The issue for African Americans is the fact that we don't have the resources to act and behave in the conservative manner in which many of us would like to. In terms of family structure and all that other shit, black people, as Christian as black people are, black people ain't never co-signed no LGBTQ type of shit. We don't want it to be out there like it's a thing. We're not trying to normalize it and co-sign it like that. We know it exists. Most of the time we like it is what it is. You know what I mean? But we ain't gonna be up there promoting the shit like it's the new normal. No. So again, white people, they'll co-sign you as long as you espouse their talking points. They'll be up there and, AK Nation for president, Brandon Tatum for president, the Hodge twins, the conservative twins now for president. They'll talk all that shit. But the minute you disagree with them, oh, nigga, you lost her way. Oh, you see them in the comment section. I mean, and again, as I've said before, you want to make a lot of money on YouTube, all you gotta do is just be a black voice and tell white people what they want to hear and absolve them of all white guilt and be like, I'm an African American and I don't think white people did anything wrong. Like, all you gotta do is go up there and be like Charlie Cheon, that Korean that came out and was like, what's happening to white people? Like, go up there. You be a black person and do that, white people will empty their wallets. They will empty their wallets on you. All you got to do is basically sell your soul, throw your people underneath the bus, and white people will make you one of the wealthiest black people in this country because that's what they do. That's what they do. See, we got white people pegged. Like, we know white people. That's one of the reasons why they see African Americans as the biggest threat. Because we niggas it's like motherfucker, like I lived 2 doors down from you. I know your schedule. I know what you do. I know when you get up. I know when you go to work. I know when you come back. I know that you had that other bitch and you were cheating on your wife the other night. And they're like, God damn it, these fucking blacks. That's how they feel about us. Because we know them. They can't get past us with their bullshit. But when it comes to the other immigrants, they like, oh yeah, come on in. And then they try to get y'all to, side with them on the shit. But that's like, they're never going to let you run shit. Y'all be making that mistake. Y'all like, yeah, see, if I shit on these black people, they'll accept me. Yeah. Wrong, nigga. Wrong. They are not going to motherfucking accept you. They are not going to let you. Hell, they might let you in the party, but they don't really fuck with you like that. Okay, let me go over here and, make a little appearance with Vivek. Okay. Hey, Vivek. Hey, they don't fuck with you like that. They may tolerate one or two of you. Okay, Vivek, bring your wife. Okay. Oh, isn't she lovely? Oh, her skin is so brown. Isn't she lovely? Oh, yes. Yeah, yeah. And then they get the fuck on. You saw this with, hell, who was John McCain? John McCain, he's got an adopted daughter from Bangladesh. And white people, they were talking crazy. He's got a love child, and he cheated on his wife with an African American woman, and all. They were throwing him under the bus. No, his wife went and adopted, a daughter from Bangladesh. You can find the videos on YouTube of John McCain and his wife picking up the little girl from the orphanage. Hell, John McCain's son, I don't know how many children he's got, but his son married an African American woman. Ironically, Nikki Haley's daughter married an African American man. But, even that, why did Nikki Haley change his name? That's why I'd be digging in Ben Shapiro's ass and many of these other Jewish folks that like to deny white supremacy and racism in America until you get over there talking about anti-Semitism, right? Because they'll sit there and be like, African Americans, there's no such thing as racism. That's Ben Shapiro's main job. But then it's like, oh, so saith the group of people who simply changed their last names. Freaking Rodney Dangerfield's last name is not name is not Rodney Dangerfield. Stan Lee's name is not Stan Lee. Kirk Douglas's name is not Kirk Douglas, right? Jenny Jones' name is not Jenny Jones. Look this shit up. If America's not racist, why the fuck are y'all changing y'all last names? So if Jewish people who look white and can basically run around like a bunch of daywalkers, stealthily navigating white spaces, but they gotta change their name so that nobody picks up on the last name with the ski at the end of it, right? That lets you know what time it is. And here you got Ramaswamey thinking he's gonna bring his brown ass up here with Hinduism and that people are going to respect the tenets of his polytheistic religion, right? Christianity is part of the Abrahamic religions. It's a monotheistic religion. You don't even worship one God. You worship multiple gods. This dude, he's drunk. He's drunk with this bullshit. And just up there looking like an asshole, skinning and grinning and shit. Just doesn't get it. Born in this country and doesn't fucking get it. I'm just shaking my head. Just shaking my head. I'm starting to think like what other Indian might actually get it, but they're not even American. Would be like what's the Russell Peters or something like that, right? Like he understands race and obviously that's a part of his big his routine and shit like that. But man, it's like nah, this guy doesn't. He thinks Ramaswamy thinks he's white and that that America is a meritocracy. And people recognize that if you're successful, they will put you in position. I've already made this argument with Asian Americans. You don't see as many Asian Americans in leadership positions as you should based off of the concept of meritocracy. This goes back to that article, Ghost of White People Past. And that other article talking about now that affirmative action is no longer there at the universities, the Asian people are still bitching about the fact that they can't get in. Right? Again, going back to Jared Taylor, right? What did I catch Jared Taylor saying when he was sitting up there talking to somebody about meritocracy? And then he just said point blank period. Well, why would white people want to give up power? Who wants to give up power? This conversation is over. I'm not going to sit here and piss shit and fart and bullshit with you about meritocracy when you just got finished saying that you want to maintain power. That means that you're going to do anything within your power to maintain power. It doesn't matter how many straight A's a motherfucker gets. You want to maintain power. Power. Right? Like Darth Sidious would say, unlimited power. Right? That's what you want. And here you got Ramaswamey like, but I got the best grades. I went to the best schools. I mean, clearly, I'm qualified to be your leader. I mean, just nonsense. No, he drank the fucking Kool-Aid. I mean, that's just all there is to it. You can never qualify to be their leader because, again, you don't look like them. You don't come from the same culture as them. You got a different religion than them, right? And on top of that, your people have no dog in the fight. They have no dog in the fight. Let there be World War III and see some Indian Americans on the front lines getting blown up and motherfuckers getting medals of honor and dragging a dude out of danger, dragging senator's son out of danger with a that who wanted to go, was like on some Varsity Blues shit. I don't want your life, right? He's telling his dad's like a senator and shit in the U.S. Senate, and he's like, I don't want your life. I'm serving in the military, Dad. I don't care. Right? He goes over there, and his dad's like trying to pull strings, make sure his son doesn't get blown up in Ukraine and shit like that. And then an Indian American pulls him by the plate carrier out of the danger zone and then gets the Medal of Honor. And then we see this Indian man up there, and then the Indian man gets Wheaties. He's on the cover of a Wheaties box and all of the type of shit. Right? And he's waving to crowds in parades. You know what I mean? Do that for a while, and then maybe people will be like, these Indian Americans are just as American as the rest of us. They fought valiantly in World War III. Yeah, then maybe, and then in Arlington Cemetery, you know what I mean? I see the freaking the Hinduism symbol with Mr. Patel and Mr. from the Gujarat and Mr. Ramaswamy and everything. Yeah. When now all that happens, then you'll have more of a substantial argument. But right now, nigga, you just got here. You just got here. If America was a gang, you know what I mean? We don't know you. We don't know you. You know what I mean? You a recruit right now. Like the Hells Angels would say. You a recruit right now. You know what I mean? You don't get your patches yet. You ain't wearing your patches yet. And again, I'm not particularly trying to be the police on the shit. I just know how white people get down. They gonna let you do that, and they may never let you do that. They barely let the freaking Barack Obama in it. He's biracial. But Ramaswamy just out of nowhere, just not really standing on anything, just trying to be agreeable, and well liked. And again, that's another thing. And Ann Coulter brought it up about the Second Amendment and how immigrants feel about the Second. She's 100% spot on with that. Because immigrants come here with the attitude of not rocking the boat, and like the Japanese, the freaking, the nail that sticks up must be hammered down, right? That's their like colloquially they're saying and shit like that. And I'm saying America has a very much a rebellious streak. We saw this with Grandmaster Jay, where the white people, they had cognitive dissonance when it came to Grandmaster Jay. I mean, we don't agree with the divisiveness of Grandmaster Jay and always talking about race, but I mean, we support his ability to protest and be out there with exercising his Second Amendment rights, right? Which is funny because I saw more right-wing people, because they love the Second Amendment, supporting Grandmaster Jay and what he was doing and saying it was okay for him doing what he's doing, then I saw those same people saying it was okay for Colin Kaepernick to non-violently protest and take a knee. Tell me how much sense that makes. That's how much America is on the rebel shit. And when you get these immigrants, these Asian immigrants that come over to America and they're on there, I'm trying to be well behaved and I'm trying to be an obedient citizen and whatnot. Again, America has a very adversarial relationship with its own government, right? The tree of liberty must be refreshed with must be refreshed with the blood of patriots and tyrants. From my cold dead hands, copper. And these will be the same people 5 minutes later when a black man is, shot by the police. Why didn't he comply? Again, we live in a nation of constant conflict and cognitive dissonance. And a lot of the immigrants that come here, they don't understand that. They're so busy trying to be well behaved because they don't want to get kicked out. And again, if you're in fear of being kicked out, well, then that goes to show you just how much of not an American you actually are. It's only on paper because you don't even really feel it spiritually. You don't spiritually feel as an American. Not if you're running around trying to, I don't want to get in trouble because, Meanwhile, again, whether it's white people or black people out there, fuck the police, fuck 12. You know what I mean? White people out there, these jackbooted thugs, right? It's hilarious watching this shit. 1 minute is jackbooted thugs, these Nazis, Terry V. Ohio officer, am I being detained? I guess I'm free to go, right? And then in the next 5 minutes, it's Blue Lives Matter. You need to check those black people because they need to learn to behave and fall in line. How does an Indian American fall into that? What side are you going to take in that type of situation? Are you going to get up there and be like, I do not comply? Like, how's that going to work? How's that going to work? It's please. Like I said, the foreignness is still there heavy. Same thing with the Asian American. And then that's another thing, the language thing. The Americans don't feel that people, you're not fully American. You speak a different language. You speaking anything other than American. You don't speak American. You're out there like Gino's Steaks in Philly with Joey Ventno, whose son now runs the organization. But, they had the signs out there, speak American, speak English. I think they put the signs back up, if I'm not mistaken. I ain't been there in a grip. Speak American. Not English, speak American. And again, people going to have, America is so funny. White people talk about preserving their culture, but then when other people come here, they don't want them to preserve their culture. They're like, you need to assimilate. Don't be over here speaking that goddamn, that damn Punjabi over here. Right? Hula, hula, hula. They're like, what is that? Why aren't you speaking English? You can pull up all the clips on YouTube of them jumping up and down about some foreigners speaking a different language. White people get real uptight about that. I don't give a shit. But they get real uptight about that because you're not assimilating according to them. Even though technically speaking, you can't really fully assimilate according to them because you don't, again, haven't shed enough blood, don't have the right color, right? You're still, an immigrant. Like I said, that's just got to be multiple generations before any of that even remotely fades. And the kids, I don't speak any other language. This is my language. I speak English and that's all I speak. I didn't learn the language. That's why some immigrant parents don't want to teach their kids, their language. You know what I mean? But as long as there's a Koreatown with Korean symbols and shit, they're forever foreign. As long as there's Japanese towns and it's all Japanese characters, they will forever be foreign. As long as there's Chinatowns with Chinese symbols, that'll forever be foreign. And that's how people are going to treat the shit. That's just how they're going to treat it. When's the last, have you ever seen a restaurant that actually said on the restaurant, Indian American food? There's no such thing. There's no such category, right? Although I could go somewhere and I can find Italian American food. And I think that was probably the slickest thing Italian Americans ever did. Italian American. They just like African American. They just put that on there. Italian American. I've seen signs that say Italian American. I'd say most of them probably say Italian, but again, Italian Americans, the Al Capone, the whole mob culture. I mean, they basically came up through the ranks through the illegal, background in Hollywood and shit like that. They just gave Robert De Niro some award in like Sicily or Italy or something like that. And, there were some people who felt some type of way that he didn't represent Italians the best because he was always representing a gangster. And they felt that wasn't a good look. It's like kind of, again, I told you, these other groups, they don't play that shit when it comes to their underworld. They're like, we don't want that on Front Street. African Americans, that stick talk. You know what I mean? Like African Americans, like that shit is all over Front Street. And it shouldn't be that way. And obviously that causes problems for us. But what was I saying about the Italian American, Indian American? Nah, like y'all got to get rid of that foreign stuff. People don't want to see the sorries. They don't want to see that shit. And I don't know where the transition happens. I don't know where the line, like how much of your identity do you maintain yourself? How much of it do you lose to the multiculturalism of America where you're grabbing and pulling bits and pieces of other people's cultures that are already here and making your own shit? You know what I mean? Like that whole trying to be American economically but still retain your foreign culture doesn't sit well with a lot of Americans. They don't like that. I don't know why, but they just don't like that. They feel like you're too vested in your old country. You know what I mean? To be an Indian American, y'all Indian Americans, y'all still haven't even given up cricket. Y'all be over there y'all be in America talking about, oh man, the cricket game between India and Pakistan. Oh shit. That's y'all. Y'all go up there and, cricket. What do we like? So how you play this shit? Okay, so it's like baseball and you got to hit the sticks. And that's how you win the game. You got to hit the sticks. It's not like you can strike out. Like, how does that work? Like, we don't get it. Right? And then again, other things, Indian Americans, I'm just here to study. I'm too good. I'm here to be smart. I'm not going to play football or basketball or get involved in interscholastic sports. Like, again, like that all that does is add to the foreignness. People ain't seeing Indian Americans score touchdowns. You're not contributing. You're just here for the opportunities, be really smart, go to the best schools, and then be like, some upper or middle management person. And then you're basically invisible. Okay, you help the corporation make lots of money and you're up there. And, I know you got the CEO of Google and shit, but I'm just saying, like, the Indian Americans are like invisible. They're invisible. They're just the Asian Americans for the most part are invisible. And this translates into, the dating market and how many Asian Americans go over there and watch Based Rice Man and his, freaking, I think he's got like an 8-hour video of just Asian women shitting on Asian men, and again, if you ask me why the Asian women, or why are they all on the nuts of white men? Obviously, it's the promotion from Hollywood and whatnot, but it also has to do with what you're seeing in this video, like the Vivek Ramaswamey ass kissing of white people. Why would your Asian daughters, whether Indian or whether Asian, why would they have a whole bunch of respect for Indian and Asian men if at the end of the day, right, all you do is kowtow, step and fetch and kiss white people's ass? Right? They're like, well, shit, if they're going to kiss white people's ass that hard, I might as well go and get me a white man. And again, remember, they're women. You know what I mean? Like, you can't really talk a whole bunch of shit when they go over there and get with men that demonstrate more power and more status and more wealth. But again, y'all, I try to warn, Indians and Asians about that shit, but y'all be boot licking and ass kissing and licking the doo-doo hole and and elevating them and pedestalizing them and looking down your noses at African Americans just because white people did it, right? You don't get no respect for that. I mean, shit. If a black man, I'm gonna take this directly from Captain Solo. If a black man did what Vivek Ramaswamy did on like up there, oh man, he would be hearing it when he got home. Ain't no way you gonna let a white woman sit there and tell you to your face, I wouldn't vote for you because you're black, or I wouldn't X, Y, and Z because you're black, and him not say anything about it and check her about it. You know what I mean? And you just go, please. She be packing her stuff. She be looking at the screen and packing her stuff at the same time. By the time you got back home, all her shit would be gone. She would have been, her car gone. You know what I mean? She would have been the fuck out. Keys would have been on the counter. She would have been the fuck out. Ain't no way. Ain't no way that a sister would tolerate that level of ass kissing. I don't know what goes on in the Indian community, but I'm like, damn. I'm like, I understand your man got $1 billion, but I'm like, God damn, lady. Like, I'm like, you gonna sleep with that tonight? And that's the ugly reality of the shit. But again, Indian Americans and many Asian Americans, they don't get it. They don't get it. They over there, capitulating and groveling and again, going back to what, Ari Spears said about, when he made that joke, oh, the white man. I mean, seriously. Oh, the white man. That clip is funny as fuck every time I watch it. Just the way he said it, especially with the tone. I was like, oh no, not the fucking South African call and respond. That shit is funny as fuck. Anyway, I'm done with this video. That's my video. SWP out. Don't forget to comment, share, like, and subscribe.